I'm learning more and more lately that there are moments when your body reminds you that you are not in control. You get tired sooner than you expected. You need help you'd rather not ask for. You wait, not because you want to, but because there's no other option. That experience is not foreign to God. Luke tells us Jesus is born and wrapped and laid down because there's nowhere else to put him. He cries because his body needs food. He sleeps because exhaustion catches up with him. He grows slowly the way that humans do because that's how growth works. None of this is symbolic, it's the cost of presence. God doesn't arrive with leverage. He chose to arrive with limits. And that details matters more than we usually let it. God doesn't just come near to us, he comes constrained. He enters a life where dependence is unavoidable, where strength is delayed, where vulnerability is not a stage to pass through, but a condition to live inside. And that forces a question worth sitting with. What kind of a God would do this? The answer is a God who chooses limitation over control. That choice reframes how power works. A distant God can intervene without consequence. A God who accepts limits, however, chooses to stay present even when it costs him something. He doesn't bypass weakness. He doesn't rush past dependence. In fact, he chooses to remain inside of it. That has implications for us because most of us spend enormous energy trying to escape our limits. We resist weaknesses, we hide need, we quietly believe maturity means becoming less dependent, less interruptible, and less human. Christmas, though, tells a different story. God does not treat limitation as failure, he treats it as a place love is willing to enter. Jesus doesn't take shortcuts around development. He doesn't opt out of the ordinary constraints that shape a human life. God chooses formation instead of speed, presence instead of power on our terms. That doesn't mean limits are good, it just means they aren't meaningless. God doesn't remove them first, He joins us within them. So, if you feel slowed down right now, boxed in, aware of what you can't do more than what you can, Christmas meets you in that spot. Not with an explanation, but with companionship. God didn't come to prove he had no limits. He came to show that limits don't place you beyond his reach. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me before the noise today. And don't forget, God is not distant from your weakness. He stepped into it. And because he did so, it proves that he loves you more deeply than you can possibly imagine. I'll see you tomorrow.